say this before I do this. If you're suffering from depression, anxiety, or grief, or anything in between, there's help for you. Reach out. Some of these wonderful people in this wonderful place that has given me so much life have really helped me through. And I needed to come back here tonight so that I could help myself through. And if you ever feel like you're falling off the horse, you can always get back on. And that's why I'm here tonight. And if I can do it, I swear to God you can do it. So, let's see if I remember how to do this, shall we? Yeah! All right. I barely knew you. I barely knew you. You knew me, though. You were the +1 for my 2 extra tickets. You mentioned shows that I had played that I couldn't remember in years, you know? Never even thought about. You were high as a kite. I knew. I'm a good reader of people. You told me you had plans, move to Cali, work in fashion. I sent you my discography. You said you'd come to my show. You left before I did. We hugged. I said I'd see you in a few. And that was that. It's been 2 weeks since I heard about your death. You know, it's funny. Every time. The last time I saw my dead friends, they were under the influence. Jay was drunk. Vin was running around the parking lot with a bottle of vodka. Vic waited for me outside the Black Cat. I had a full bottle of Ambien for him. Derek was high, holding a puppy the entire show. I don't know why. I still don't know why. And I barely knew you, but I know that you have more balls than I do, because you got hit by a train. And there are plenty days where I want to swipe my car and jump in front of the 2-3 Express. But I don't. Primarily for 2 reasons. 1, I'm a pussy, for lack of a better word. And 2, I don't want to be the cause of train traffic for all of New York City. You know, there were 10 people on the train that hit you. You know how I know that? Because when my girlfriend Googled you, the article said so. And isn't that a microcosm of this shitty rat race that you left far too soon? And I don't know. I didn't know you well enough to know whether you wanted to leave. I just know that there aren't that many people that take the 4:48 a.m. to New York. And I also would be willing to bet that at least one of those 10 people on that train were pissed because they were going to be late for work. Ain't that some shit? I don't know you well enough to know whether you were drunk, high, or sober. I don't know you well enough to know whether you were listening to music, something like I'm wide awake, it's morning. But I want you to know that the township loves you and loved you so very, 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 very much. And I want you to know that I'm not using your life or your legacy or your memory as some trite inspiration. I got enough of that. This piece is simply a referendum on not being a good enough human being. Because the last time I saw my dead friends, I wasn't a good enough friend to truly connect with them, to ask the right questions, to shake them from whatever they were on or in, and ask them if they were okay. But I also want to make clear to you, this is not a sobriety piece. This is not a sobriety piece. This is not a sobriety piece. And I assure you, if you are in the sound of my voice, I am here for you. No matter how close we are, no matter whether I know you or not. For two reasons. We are all in this together. And we only live once. And I don't need any more corpses on my conscience. But mostly, this is an apology because the last time you spoke to me via message, it was to apologize for not coming to my show at Bowery Poetry Club. And you didn't know me that well, but you knew me well enough to know that a lot of people don't come to my shows. But even fewer write me to apologize, and I was too caught up in my own bullshit to write back to you. And I can't write back to you anymore. You were younger than me, but I'm old enough to know that these things usually happen in threes. And it hurts. It hurts. It hurts the same. No matter how well I knew you, you taught me to be better always. It's okay. You didn't come to my show. I can't help but think I didn't show up for you either. I'm sorry. I think I still know how to do this. Thanks.